told you I'd give you $1,000 to take just one bite of each of these 8 dishes, or $10,000 to take just one bite on all of these 8 dishes. No tricks, no dares. Just you, a fork, and some of the weirdest delicacies the world proudly serves up on a silver platter. Would you do it? Or would you run screaming into the nearest McDonald's? Strap in, foodie daredevils. We're about to explore 8 bizarre bites of the most mind-bending, stomach-churning, absolutely wild delicacies from around the globe that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about food, and your taste buds scream, "What in the world?" Our first stop, Ethiopia, where warriors once ate raw beef to avoid detection. Kitfo isn't just any raw beef, it's Ethiopia's ancient warrior food. Think steak tartare, but with Ethiopian flair and a serious kick. Picture this. During medieval battles with Somali armies, Ethiopian soldiers couldn't light fires without revealing their position. So what did they do? They chopped up fresh beef, mixed it with fiery spices called mitmita, and ate it raw. This dish from the Guraj people has been perfecting taste buds for over 800 years. The beef is minced so fine it melts in your mouth. And that bright red color comes from enough chili powder to make your eyes water. Just looking at it is served with injera, a spongy bread you either love or fear. Chef Marcus Samuelsson, the Ethiopian Swedish chef, swears by it. That's $1,000 for one bite of warrior beef. Are you in? Next up, the Netherlands, where they've been eating whole raw fish for 600 years. Forget sushi. The Dutch invented the ultimate raw fish experience. Herring isn't just any fish. It's young herring that's been cured in salt for exactly 5 days, then eaten whole. We're talking about grabbing a slippery silver fish by its tail and dropping it straight into your mouth. Yes, that's real. It's practically a national pastime. Here's the crazy part. Every year in May, there's a literal auction for the first barrel of new herring that can sell for thousands of euros. The Dutch are so obsessed with this fish that they have special stalls on every street corner, and eating it is considered a rite of passage. Gordon Ramsay tried herring and called it surprisingly addictive. That's another $1,000 to eat a whole fish like a Dutch local. Your bank account is looking good, if you can stomach it. From the remote Pacific, Marshall Islands' mysterious WOT. Okay, this one's a bit of a mystery because wat in Marshall Islands cuisine typically refers to their traditional fermented breadfruit paste that's been buried underground for months. Imagine opening a jar that's been fermenting in tropical heat longer than some relationships last. The Marshall Islanders perfected this preservation technique centuries ago when they needed food that could survive typhoons and long sea voyages. It's tangy, it's pungent, and it's definitely an acquired taste that most islanders grow up loving but outsiders find challenging. Traditional wat can be fermented for up to 2 years underground. That's longer than most people keep leftovers in their regular refrigerator. $1,000 to try fermented breadfruit that's older than your last relationship. Brace yourselves. Indonesia's grilled rat. Yes, you heard that right. Tikus panggang from North Sulawesi is literally a whole rat marinated in local spices, skewered and grilled over open flames. But before you run away screaming, these aren't city rats. They're clean field rats that feed on rice and vegetables. The locals in Tomohon consider this a delicacy, and it's surprisingly popular. The meat is said to taste like a cross between chicken and rabbit, and it's actually quite lean and protein-rich. Street vendors char them to perfection, and they're often served with spicy sambal sauce. It was even featured on Andrew Zimmern's Bizarre Foods. And he went back for seconds. That's $1,000 to eat something that probably chased you around your kitchen at some point. From South America, eggs so big they're literally dangerous. Rhea eggs aren't just big, they're massive. One egg equals about 10 to 12 chicken eggs. Locals crack it open with a drill. No joke. Here's the kicker. Rheas are basically South American ostriches that can run 35 miles per hour and have claws that could seriously mess up your day. Male rheas are extremely protective of their nests and will attack anything that comes near their eggs, including humans. These eggs have been a delicacy in Paraguay and Argentina for centuries. They're traditionally cooked over charcoal fires, and the yolk is so rich and creamy, it's like eating liquid gold. Plus, they're incredibly nutritious since they're low in cholesterol and packed with protein. The largest Rhea egg cracked was 1.5 pounds. That's an omelet for a whole soccer team. Pablo Escobar was rumored to have one served at his private zoo brunches. Yeah, really. $1,000 to eat an egg that could have gotten you kicked by an angry bird. From the Nordic forests, Finland's mystery mushroom kitchen. Finnish mushroom culture is intense. Sieni-keittiö literally means mushroom kitchen, and it refers to Finland's tradition of foraging for wild mushrooms. Some glow in the dark, some that are literally deadly if prepared wrong. It's not one dish. It's a forest feast with birch bark, fermented fungi, moss, and juniper. Think fine dining meets witch's pantry. Finns have been mushroom hunting for centuries, and some of their favorite varieties, like the false morel, are actually poisonous, unless prepared with ancient techniques passed down through generations. We're talking about mushrooms that could literally kill you if you mess up the cooking process. Finland has over 2,000 species of wild mushrooms, and Finnish law actually gives everyone the right to forage freely in forests. It's called every man's right. $1,000 to trust centuries-old cooking techniques with potentially lethal fungi. From Southeast Asia, Vietnam's black chicken of mystery. Gatan den isn't just any chicken soup. It's made with silky chickens that have black skin, black bones, and grayish-black meat. That black chicken soup that looks like a Tim Burton creation. These chickens look like they're wearing fluffy pants and have deep, dark meat that's supposedly packed with medicinal properties. Why black? The chicken's bones, skin, and meat are naturally dark due to high melanin. Vietnamese believe this soup can cure everything from fatigue to aging, and it's slow cooked in a herbal broth of goji berries, mugwort, and dried lotus seeds. The broth is so dark, it looks like something from a witch's cauldron, but locals swear it's the ultimate health elixir, used in traditional medicine to restore the yin. K-pop star G-Dragon swears by it before tours. $1,000 to drink a black potion that looks like it belongs in a magic spell. Finally, from the Caribbean, Bahamas souse soup. Bahamian souse might sound innocent, but it's traditionally made with pig's feet, sheep's tongue, or other organ meats that most people wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. It's cooked in a spicy, lime-heavy broth with enough hot peppers to make you sweat in paradise. Traditional Bahamian cooks say the key to perfect souse is using bird pepper, which is a tiny, super hot pepper grown only in the Bahamas that's about 10 times hotter than a jalapeno. This soup is so important to Bahamian culture that it's served at every major celebration. And locals believe it can cure hangovers, colds, and basically anything that ails you. The lime juice is so strong, it practically cooks the meat while you're eating it. Souse is eaten cold, and it's like the Bahamas in a bowl, spicy, wild, and unforgettable. During Junkanoo festivals, souse flows like beer. Beyoncé tried it on a private island retreat and reportedly asked for the recipe. $1,000 to eat organ meat soup that's hot enough to make you cry in paradise. So there you have it. 8 dishes, $10,000 if you take a bite on all of them, and enough culinary courage to last a lifetime. Would you take the challenge? Could you earn that $10,000? Just one bite of kitfo, herring, wat, tikus panggang, nyandu eggs, sienikadio, gatanjen, or souse. Comment below with the one dish you'd dare to try, and the one that made you say nope. Smash that like button if you're brave enough to try even one of these dishes. Subscribe for more incredible food adventures that'll make your regular dinner look boring. And remember, as Mr. Ambut would say, no matter what you are going through, you still deserve to eat whatever you want. Until next time, keep your forks ready and your courage stronger.